Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Rose Writes and I write and narrate Miraculous Ladybug fan fiction. Shout out to candyfluffs for their beautiful artwork. They also have a wonderful shop where they sell a lot of Miraculous keychains and prints as well, so definitely check it out. Their info will be linked below. Now then, please enjoy Just Friends. A gentle thump sounded behind her which could only mean one thing. Cat Noir. A smile slowly spread across Marinette's face. "You're late," she said, her back to him so he couldn't see her smirking. "Huh?" Late? What time was it? He checked his staff for the time. 1:03. Okay, sure, he was late, but not by much. But still. Sorry, princess. He stammered, ruffling his golden hair. "Relax, kitty." She turned around. "Only teasing, but that little slip-up is going to cost you." She sauntered over to him, bopping his bell. It rang pleasantly as Cat Noir crossed his arms, a laugh escaping him. "Fine, what do you want?" He tried to sound jaded, but he would do anything for Marinette. All she had to do was say the word. She appeared deep in thought, as if she didn't already know what she wanted. "Starbucks." A wide grin crossed her face. Of course. It was usually Starbucks. "For you, anything." He whisked his princess away to the local coffee shop, cradling Marinette in his arms. He couldn't stop his heart from beating uncontrollably. She could probably feel it through his thin leather suit, but if she did, she said nothing. The two got to the barista's counter. Cat thoughtfully looked at the menu hanging overhead, scratching his chin. I'll have a hot chocolate and a passion fruit iced tea for the lady." Marinette smiled as he recited her usual order to the young woman. Marinette?" He gestured to his hips where his pockets would be, if he had any. "Did you transform with your wallet in your pants again?" A melodious laugh left her lips. His head dropped to the ground, cat ears drooping, lips puckered. "Yes." "Don't worry about it. I'll get it." She moved past Cat Noir, patting his shoulder. A chill moved through his body. How could he be so desperately in love with someone? Especially with someone who didn't love him back and probably never would. "So," Marinette began after taking a long sip of her tea, "what have you been up to?" "Oh, you know, saving the world and all that jazz." Marinette giggled, then began humming All That Jazz from the musical Chicago. "I really think you should sing more. I bet you'd be pawsome at it. Your humming even sounds perfect. And besides, you're great at everything." Cat Noir blushed underneath his mask, but tried to stay level-headed. He couldn't get flustered. Marinette snorted, covering her mouth at the abundance of cat puns. "Am not! I'm so clumsy." "Okay, sure. You're great at anything that doesn't involve walking," he teased. "That sounds about right." She leaned her head back, enjoying the sunlight streaming in the window that was beside their usual table. She loved their coffee dates and looked forward to them every single Saturday. "Marinette, I need to tell you something, actually." Cat felt his heart beating in his throat faster and faster. Marinette leaned her head back up, placing her elbows on the table. "Okay, shoot." "Marinette, I really like you." Those words tumbled quickly out of his mouth. He shut his eyes tightly, waiting for rejection. "Aw, Cat, I really like you too." The beautiful girl with the huge blue eyes reached to grab his leather-clad hand. His eyes popped open. You do?" He didn't want to believe it, but his heart was already jumping around and beating out of his chest. "Duh, stupid! Of course I do! You and Alia are my best friends in the world, he stated as if it were the most obvious fact. Oh, yeah. His face fell, visibly distraught. He had been over the moon, but he suddenly had a crash landing being brought back down to earth. Are you okay, Cat? Worry lined her eyes as they squinted, taking in his demeanor that had changed all too quickly. Uh-huh. I just remembered that I have something to take care of. See you later, princess. He briskly got up, placing a kiss on her cheek, then bounding through the door. Plag, why am I so stupid? Why did I think she'd actually like me? I've been friend-zoned. It's humiliating. Adrian laid in his bed, hands on his face, rolling back and forth. His Kwame looked on, rolling his eyes, scarfing down yet another piece of camembert. Kid, she said you're her best friend. I'd say that's a pretty good start, wouldn't you? Adrian could tell Plag wasn't interested in this conversation. Adrian let out a groan as he sat up. I know, Plag. I just love her so much. And I guess I thought that deep down, she might love me too. He stared at his hands, twisting his Miraculous around and around. No right now doesn't mean no forever. So chill out and have some cheese. Plag tossed him a slice which caused Adrian's nose to crinkle in disgust. He stuck out his tongue. Thanks, but no thanks, bud. I'll just keep being me. And someday we won't be just friends. She'll see that we were always meant to be together. Thank you so much for listening, and also a big thank you for 700 subscribers. That is amazing, and thank you so much for all the love. As always, stay miraculous.